Back on the Xj900, I reassembled this one, put it back together, and put the new bushings in. I kind of just clean this up a little bit. I'm not buffing them out. Just taking some auto sol, degreasing them, cleaning it up. So here we're going to do the next one here. I think these are 37mm shocks, and I got the new bushings in. Here's the old one. There's the old one. Actually, when I put the new one on there, there's not much difference. This is still pretty good. I thought it'd be a lot tighter than it is, so it wasn't wearing that much with 60, what did I say, it was 61 or 67,000 kilometers, something like that. Could have got away with reusing it. Okay, so the old seal. I buff these up too. I take all the rust off them. And you can see this one here it's all brittle and falling apart. It's broken here, broken here. So I got noose. Dust seals. So I'm going to start by flushing this all out. Bolt is still in there. Oh shit, right in my toolbox. Down there. That oil hadn't been changed in a long time. It's getting there, still got dirt in there. That looks pretty good. Let's do it one more time. Okay. Okay. We'll put this puzzle back together. It's got a little bit of gap here and it's loose on there, it falls off, so I'm just going to bend this in a little bit like that. So it's going to be spring tight. Because I found it on the other one there, it kept falling off when I was putting it in, so make it nice and spring tight like that. And wash these off some more. These are the little springs. They sit on the damper rod like that. There. So I think I can put this together. There's a little copper washer that fits on this, but it's already jammed up in the hole in there. Squished in there tight. I think in the last video I said that was 5 mil or something. I was trying to look at the number. The 5 looked like an 8, but that's 8 mil. There's a torque for that. I got it in the book here, but I just put it snug like that. Okay, there's the old one. So we'll do this down here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces here. Okay, first thing is the bushing. This is the spacer above the bushing. It helps you press it in there when this is on top of the bushing, like that. I just got some ABS pipe here. I think it's 1.5 inches, I think. Pretty sure it's 1.5 inches. Go down on the ground like that. The bushing's all the way in there now. You can see it in there and that. Here, so there's a lip where that snap ring fits, and it's often hard to get the seal over top of that without damaging it. So I usually put a piece of tape over this and then slide the seal over top of that. Piece of masking tape. I'm going to put a little bit of grease in in the seal so it slides down a little bit better, and then you spin it as you put it on. Where's my grease? Right here. Just a little dab in the lip. I'm gonna put a little bit on there. A little bit of this lubricating oil. And you turn it as it goes down. Just so you don't fold the lip over, wreck the lip. Then this metal ring here. Just gonna put a thin film of grease on that so it doesn't get all rusty again. Like that. Just take your ABS pipe, unless you have the right tool. Quite fine again. Not quite far enough. Sometimes that washer gets hooked in the groove and then you can't get it to go in there all the way. I'm taking that apart again. That didn't go down far enough. The washer below it might be hung up or something. I don't know. That should have. That should have gone in there. Where did it go? Oh, right here. We'll try this again. Made sure this is seated all the way down. Now we'll try this one again. I'm going to bring this down to this first. Damn, it's like that thing doesn't want to go down. Ah, boy. I think that's it. Find out. this side's in for sure. This side's not 100% in. I don't think. That's in, that's in. I think that's in. I think it's in. Sometimes you can go like this, make sure it's seated in. That's good. Got the fork slid back in, got the air hose hooked up. And I'm just going to take out the big plug at the top. It's threaded. Takes a 17mm Allen wrench. I just take a 17mm bolt with a 17, or it's probably 10mm bolt with a 17mm head on it, and I welded a nut on the other end. And it's going to be spring loaded, so I keep my finger on it. And I loosened it off before when I had it all clamped in here. There we go. It's gonna be hard getting that back in there. Okay, I'm gonna pour the oil in, measure it out. Takes 286 millimeters, or cubic centimeters. Okay, let that drip for a minute. Hard part's getting that thing down. I might have to put the bike on the ground and push down from the top. You don't want to bugger up any threads. I'm going to put a little bit of grease on that O-ring. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Maybe see if I can get a socket on there. I might have to stand on this hoist. Probably put it over its limit. Or a pail or something here. Tighten the pinch bolt. That side's done. Okay, repeat to the other side. The manual calls for an SAE 5-weight motor oil, not even a fork oil. Pretty archaic, 1982-83. But what I did is I put a 10-weight fork oil in there. I think it might be lighter than the motor oil, I don't know. But anyway, it's a 10-weight fork oil. And it might make it a little stiffer, but we'll find out. Get this one started. Just made that. This is 17mm. Welded another one on that end. Put that with a special toolbox in there. Okay. Zap these back together. Should torque everything. I think I might list the torque specs below there. I can kind of tell by feel. Pretty close. I was going to paint these, but you really can't see them in the fairings, so I'm going to leave it for now. Just getting this back together. Pull this all back out. Whoop. There's the one horn. The other one. Okay. I dropped the fender off and the fairing off to get painted. Oh yeah, I got the two decals for the fairing, but it was red and white, not red and blue. So I'm going to take it to a decal place here in town. They'll scan it and then they can make me a new one. I'm hoping, and I'm hoping to do the same thing with the tank. The tank here. I got a feeling with this tank on these bikes. This one's painted. This is the decal. And I believe that's paint because on one of the kits where you get the decals, it says it gives you the decal and then the tape to tape the red on, because maybe that's too much to bend that for plastic decal. So maybe I'll see if I can preserve that. Tell them to tape that out and replace this one. So you can feel this one. And it's clear coated over. This one you can't feel at all. I'm sure that's paint. Okay, done for now. That's it. I got a next video on the brakes. I got to get this message.